Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver and today we are playing Hoard Dragon. Now before we get started, I just want to say good luck to everyone that is competing in day 2 of the tournament today. I myself managed to make day 2. I had my best coverage match ever. I don't know if anyone saw it on the Storybook Brawl stream yesterday, but and by best coverage match ever, I mean things went very poorly, but I managed to get a top 4 out of what seemed like a almost unwinnable position. So, and yeah, nobody called me terrible in chat, so I call that a win. All right. So yeah, we start off. We got a Cinderella, which is obviously something you want early on Hoard Dragon, and then we get a kitty cup purse to try and get some extra gold, which is essentially we're just going to use that to try and buy more things to get treasures. And I'm going to lock these two sure shots. They play really well in front of the Mim, and now that we have the econ from the greedy, like this cut purse really isn't all that exciting to me anymore. We're going to get a couple gold out of this greedy, so that's nice. Yeah, we're of course going to cast the roll the dice first. We were 50-50 to hit a sure shot, and we did. I kind of like Quiver, but I think it's really kind of bad early, since there's not a lot of great ranged characters on level 3. But getting Fancy Pants this early can be pretty huge. Just getting those +3/+3 every single turn is it really adds up. And that skip player is really getting thrashed, unfortunately for them. Then we get offered Quiver again, but we're gonna take the Ring of Thunder. It's not great on this board. In fact, I probably should have just taken that Princess P out of the shop there, but I didn't really want to use the Fancy Pants buff on it, even though it works a lot better than the rest of our board with this Ring of Thunder. And because our front line is like decently large, we can just cut this Mim. We don't really need to put extra attack on these Awakened Princesses. And we get kind of punished for playing the Minotaurs by the Ring of Meteors, but we're still gonna, or I guess we don't win the fight, but we do get 2 slays off with our Brave Princess, so that's not too bad. Alright, getting a Sporko with the Fancy Pants buff is fantastic. Now we're at a spot where one of those quivers would have been nice, but yeah, we'll take a Chupacabra. It fits pretty well in front of the 2 ranged characters, and it's got relatively, like, because it's in front of a Sporko, it's like if it gets to attack, which oftentimes probably won't, but if it does, then it's gonna get the slay more often than not. Yeah, we'll take the Lady of the Lake first to get the Fancy Pants buff. Then definitely want to get another level 3 treasure. And Crystal Ball is obviously a great pickup. A little bit awkward here. Taking Nian is like, Nian's great on Hoard Dragon, of course, but I mean, taking it at like earlier than level 5 is a little bit awkward, because you're just kind of stuck with I mean, like a 10/10 is not the worst thing ever, but you're kind of stuck with it for a couple turns before you can start looking for the pair. All right, and I'm considering these treasures for some reason. I think I just didn't register that Moonsong Horn was there. Like, normally Moonsong Horn isn't a huge priority, so I just kind of, I guess, have a blocker for it. But yeah, so yeah, we definitely just fire off or grab that Moonsong Horn, and then we get a fork. So we're gonna lock the Spellweaver, and next turn we're kind of off to the races with our Horn Fork Ball. And yeah, we're still at 30, so we're still at a very healthy life total. And I think yeah, we're still in pretty good in a pretty good spot to win this fight as well. So we get a couple level 4 or level 5 characters. Yeah, starting off with the Devour is great too. We can kind of start to go nuts. Take that Spellweaver from 1 to 50 power already. I mean, giving it plus 20 attack helps, but still, it's a lot of stats in like almost no time. And that's a very large Princess P to have at 5.0. And yeah, it's a little awkward to get rid of the Neon, but I think there's other things that we can get that we want more than a Neon. And the allure of just gaining 10 health is just a little too much for me there. Just something about being at 40 or above that makes you feel secure, you know? And we got a quite large Storm King already. Scion of the Storm, sorry. I don't know if I'll ever get used to that change. There's an argument for like picking up some of these pairs. There's not really any treasures on 4 that we really care about, so actually I feel like tripling those like a Sporko or a Lady of the Lake is just like not that relevant once we have the treasures we need, since all the stats that we need are just we're gonna get it from spells. All right, and we're gonna get a black prism here off of our tripled Storm King thanks to that 4 glory. So briefly considered just TLKing the whole board, but I decided against it. I've got a fair amount of things that actually scale off of the spells, so just wasn't quite appealing enough for me. As fun as that is to do, but yeah. All right, and this opponent has a 100 sword Tweedledee, but unfortunately we are just much stronger than them. Honestly, that's a pretty ridiculous board at 5.2 in any other lobby against probably any other opponent, but unfortunately for them, they ran into us. Really would have been nice to pick up an Aeon at some point in this game, but oh, there's an Aeon. I think we luck for it. I think that's worth it, even though there's no targeted spell in the shop. Trying to get a little bit of extra spell discount is gonna go a long way, since we only have the -1 from the horn right now. Yeah, there's an evil twin with our black prism, so we're gonna try and see if we can sell enough stuff to try and get the copies that we want here. I probably should have just cast it on the Scion, because we didn't get a Scion out of it, unfortunately. Let me get the Spellweaver triple. Which, I mean, it could be good. It could be a hat. Yeah, nothing we really care about there. Go back to casting some spells. Now hopefully we just get one of these Aeons to slay. This opponent is Hat Ball with a different horn. So they're pretty large, but Not quite Black Prism large. And I mean, how do we not buy a 700 health Shoulder Fairies, right? One of the benefits of casting Beauty's Influence and Evil Twins in this comp is you get a good mix of evil and good Storm Kings, or Scions of the Storm, and then it makes Shoulder Fairies just absolutely ridiculous. They get a Slay and get a 500 Jormungand, but again, in any other lobby against any other opponent, maybe not any other opponent, but against most other opponents, like that's going to be good enough to win. But yeah, we get there with Prism-Ball. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to post a Prism-Ball game, so I was pretty happy to get this one in the can. And yeah. So yeah, also thanks everyone for all the feedback you gave me yesterday when I asked what kind of videos you wanted to see. It was all very helpful, and I appreciate all the responses. Yeah, and if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. Leave a comment. I respond to every comment, even if it takes a little bit, if I'm busy with the tournament or whatever and whatnot. I will definitely always come back and respond. Yeah, follow me on Twitter or join the Discord. They're both in the video description. My Discord basically is just a place to dump memes right now. So, I mean, that's one upside to it anyways. Yeah. Again, good luck to everyone in the tournament, and I will see you tomorrow.